Susan. Remember.
Hi, Aunt Sue. Sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm here now. Let's see if we can get who else we can get here.
Or could.
No, honey, you're fine. Can you, Aunt Sue, if you can hear me, can you respond to that? Can you respond or something? All right, let's see here. I am so sorry, everybody, that I am a little bit late. All right, because I am late, we are going to get going here. Today we are doing a couple of things. We're going to make a spinach artichoke dip. And we are doing my recipe, and it is not on the Pampered Chef cooking site. So if you want to grab a pen and a paper or whatever and do mine, everybody has loved mine over the years. And hi, Aunt Sue. Hi, Mama Judy. I really can't tell who all is here, so I apologize. So if you just say hi. Hi, Wendy. So here we go. I'm gonna grab this out while I'm right here. And I'm gonna put a couple of these things off to the side. As you all know, I am Dutch and I bargain shop. So, Mama Judy, we are making first, we're doing just some dips and fun food today because everybody artichoke hearts. Hi, Teddy. So, here we go. Open them. My handy dandy little strainer here fits right on top of the cans. Very nice little Pampered Chef thing. Drain my artichokes. And I love it because I can drain them very nicely. Get all of the liquid out. No problems. And this happens to be one of my all-time favorite Pampered Chef items. It's the chopper, so easy to wash. Just take the little slicer thing here, take my artichokes. I'm gonna put you guys down so that you can watch. I'm gonna put all of these inside of here and just put the lid right on top. Pop it and chop. This is so easy on my hands. I love it. Just a few little things, and see how nice that comes out? All nice and chopped up. Let's pull this out. But when you do, be very, very careful because its blade is extremely sharp. You can either spray it off or you can put it in the dishwasher, either one, whatever you choose. And everything is all very nice and chopped. I'm going to grab a bowl. Well, actually, you know what? This is one of my other favorites, but this right here is too small to do. This is my cranberry, one of my bakers. We are going to put this in my large cranberry baker. This is my Dutch oven cranberry baker. See how nice and seasoned it is? I love it. It's one of my favorite baking dishes, and I've had it forever, this one. So we are going to take the artichoke hearts, put them all in here. Now I already went, this is one of my mesh strainers, and this is frozen spinach. It's just a bag that I picked up from Walmart. I'm going to mix it right in here. Now these strainers, they come in a set of 3. There's a small, medium, and large. They're so nice. And they clean up very nice. So you just take your hearts, your artichoke hearts, and your spinach, mix it all up. Your sour cream and your mayonnaise. Let me rinse this off a minute. Now, here's one of my other favorite things, because all I have to do is look on the side and it goes right on up for my cups, and I can look at it on the inside and it just shows me all my measurements. So I'm going to use a cup of mayonnaise. And as you guys all know, I am not a person that measures. I am old-fashioned, and I actually just, I'm a person that a dab of this, a dab of that, a pinch of this, a pinch of that, but for all of you, I will measure. So there's a cup of mayonnaise and a cup of sour cream. And because it's all going in the same pot, I'm going to use the same measuring cup here. If you are very, and don't like to do that, you don't have to, but I am. And there is a cup of sour cream. Okay, now we can mix these together. this up here. Grab. And this up here. All right, we're going to mix these together. Okay, in this dish, we also need some cream cheese. So here's our cream cheese. Don't do what I do unless you really want to, which is probably open that like I just did, but and I find that because I use a lot of cream cheese in our house, Walmart, you can get them two for like $1.60, $1.70. So I tend to just buy two at a time. I take a whole block. While you're doing this, if you want to preheat your oven, I have it preheated at 350. And you want to make sure that your cream cheese is very soft. Put this in. And just drop it on in. There you go. And usually it mixes up pretty well in here because I've left it out for a couple of hours to make sure it's nice and soft. Mix it in. And as it bakes, it will also mix in very, very well. And then when it's done, you stir it. Now, my spinach artichoke dip has a couple different cheeses in it. I put the cream cheese. I also take this, you guys can see it. It is the real cheese, and I grate some and I put it in here. So let me grab my grater. Sorry guys, we had a meeting just before this, so I am a little bit behind. I apologize. And then I had just a little bit of technical difficulty trying to get things going, so I'm very sorry. But I do like to use the stuff, so just take your cheese, grate it in. These bakers of Pampered Chefs are absolutely wonderful. This one right here will actually hold like a chicken or a turkey, and you can use it from freezer to microwave to oven to stove. I do casseroles, roasts, chicken, turkey, you name it, dips, all kinds of stuff in these. I actually have two of these because I love them so much. And I've had the one for so many years that it is so seasoned. It's amazing. Okay, stir it. Okay, now, because we like a little bit of spice in our house, just a little bit of Tabasco, not a lot, just a couple shakes. And we put a little bit of garlic salt in here, not a lot, just a little bit of onion powder. Parsley flakes. Like I said, if you are all about measurement, this one is all to your own taste. Paprika, shake. And like I said, in our house, we are all about spice. If you don't like hot or a lot of spice, then you know what, you can adjust to your own flavor. Here is cayenne pepper. My husband likes spice. He likes a little bit of hot. So I'm going to put a little bit of the cayenne pepper in here for him. And mix. I see a couple larger chunks of the cream cheese. Okay, let me see here. I see some comments that I didn't see. Okay, and here we go. That looks really, really good, guys. Really good. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven, and it usually goes in for right about a half an hour. You want it to be really nice and bubbly is what you want it to be. This is what it looks like going in the oven for about a half an hour. You want it to come out really nice and bubbly. So let me put it in. And while I put it in, I'm going to put this in at the same time. I've got a couple loaves I'm going to show you because this is one of the other things I have going in my oven. Look, see my bread? Yum! I made some homemade bread that my family just loves. So hang on. It's all going in at the same time for about a half an hour. So I'm going to get a couple things done at the same time. Like I said, at 350 for about a half an hour. There we go. Easy, huh? See how easy that is to make for dinner? Well, actually not for dinner, but you know what? That's a good snack for nighttime when you guys are having a family night, game night, friends over, card night, anything like that. That is an excellent night. And who doesn't like spinach artichoke dip? Come on now. If they don't, then you don't want to be friends with them, right? Okay. Now, this is another one of our yummies, thanks to my Aunt Sue, who I love you. You're my favorite aunt. You're beautiful. She always made these. They are absolutely wonderful. They are a Mexican pinwheel. And she would make these at the family gatherings, and they would go, they're so good. Thank you, Aunt Sue. Now, remember, any of these ingredients that you don't like, you can adjust any of these recipes. This calls for cream cheese, shredded Mexican cheese, chopped black olives, a can of green chilies, green onions, garlic salt, sour cream, and the large tortilla shells, like the burrito shells. Okay, so let's get going. Let me go and grab the green onions and the Mexican cheese, and I'll be right back. Okay, hang on. Okay, I am back. Now, normally everybody, I would not buy cheese that is already shredded. I did last night. Normally, to make like a Mexican cheese, I'm going to tell you, you can take like Colby, cheddar, any of the other cheeses, how many ever you want. You can shred them, put them in a Ziploc bag, add taco seasonings and things like that to the cheese, shake it up and leave it in a bag for a little bit, and you have your own Mexican cheeses. Okay, so this is how we do this. You take a block of the cream cheese, and I just had cream cheese, and right here it is. Look at that. They say your memory is what? The second thing to go? So, I'm missing my kitchen assistant today. He is at work up in his office. So I have to do things by myself. So, but this recipe is really easy to do. You take the cream cheese. You're welcome, Aunt Sue. I just love you. Like I said, you are so beautiful and you are my favorite. I don't know what I would ever have done without you or would do without you. Okay. So you take the sour cream or the cream cheese. And I am going to put my chopper here. Like I said, this chopper is like one of my favorite, all-time favorite things. And my olives are right here. And I'm going to use my handy dandy strainer here to put it back over the top of this strainer. Fits. I love it because, like I said, it fits over the top of cans. And if any of you are tuna people, it actually fits inside of the tuna can. And with us having cats, we can save the tuna water, which probably sounds icky to most people, but our cats love it. So they love the tuna water, so we can that fits inside the tuna can. You can drain the tuna water onto something and give it to your animals. Okay, we need a cup of the chopped olives. So let me grab my measuring cups, which and measure out a cup of olives. And we are going to chop a cup of olives. And we are going to chop them, but actually we are going to chop those and the green olives at the same, or the green onions at the same time. Now, she told me the green onions are to your taste. And now, as I said, my family is one that likes, you know, spice, all that. So we have to cut up a few of these and do that. So let me do the ends here. And I have these are really nice. Pampered Chef actually redid their paring knives, and they are really nice. And I know when you buy these, they actually donate money to the food banks. So not only are you buying these, but you're also donating to a very good cause. Two. Now, if I was cooking for a whole group and a crowd and all that to, you know, ship out and all that, I would be wearing, you know, my gloves and all that, but I have washed and I do scrub my hands in between. And all that. So, and I am sterilizing them. I have stuff called Basic H over here from Shaklee that I am sterilizing in between. So I'm going to, let me move this out of the way so you guys can see. I'm going to cut these like this. And I'm going to put those in here with chopped olives. Yes, that drainer is very, very nice, Paula. And I also am going to show you the can and jar opener that you wanted to see. All right. Oops. I must not have that slipped. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay. And we're going to chop these. Okay, well, Paula, you can always take the onions out. You can adjust any of these recipes to do anything you want. That's the good thing about recipes is do anything you want to them. I do. Okay. There we go. All chopped. See? Isn't that pretty? And it cuts it so nice and you don't ever have to touch because we have these wonderful spatulas that do that. And you just take this handy dandy little blade out, shake it, put it off to the side, and oh, I hear my taste tester in the background here.
No, you don't.
Huh, must be someone else. Must be, I wonder who that is. Okay.
I'm not here, I'm at work.
He's at work. All right, here's the chilies. And I'm just pouring the chilies in. Oh, I know, Paula, the chopper. Oh, it's amazing. I'm telling you. Like I said, that is one of my favorite things. Okay, and here goes the cheese. I I need my helper out here to clean up this mess. All right, and the garlic. There's a pinch. Oh, how we like that. And a tablespoon of sour cream. Sour cream. Sorry, Aunt Sue, but you know what? Here's a tablespoon, right? Bam. Does that work? All right, and I think there we go. Oh, this looks so good. I hope I did it justice, Aunt Sue. I hope I did it justice for you. How does that look, guys? Doesn't that look amazing? I hope I did it justice. Now, like I said, remember, these are just, fun things to make while we're all stuck, inside with this nice little corona virus thing with our family and our loved ones, and we can do for a movie and game night and fun and all that. Okay, let me see. You can take it, and these are, I just got these at Aldi's. They are just the burrito shells. And I know my Aunt Sue is amazing with cooking too. It's probably where I inherited some of the skills. Hopefully when I'm her age, it'll be as beautiful as she is. Can only hope. Okay, and let me move this out of the way and I will do one of these. Okay, and we just spread this on here nice. Like, and evenly. I am not the best wrapper, I will tell you that. I actually make, well, I'll have to make them for you someday, or, coming up soon. I make breakfast burritos that I make some veggie ones, and then I make some ones that are not veggie that my boys absolutely love. And I have to make them, I make like 30 of them at a time, and I put them in the freezer, and they take them and put them in the air fryer in the mornings and eat them for breakfast. They love them. Tommy prefers them not crunchy. He likes them soft, where my husband likes them with a little bit of a crunch to them. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Aunt Sue. I hope this does, justice for you, because these are yours. Let me see if I can do this right, because I had to practice wrapping burritos when I started making those, because they were, and my dad, as my Aunt Sue can attest to, I always called him Joe. Don't ask me why. His name is Bruce, but he answered to Joe, and so all my life I called him Joe. Bless his heart. I miss him very much. He was a very, very good man. He was addicted to Mexican food, and so I learned how to make tacos from the man. So a couple nights ago, we actually had tacos, and the older I get, the more I really like tacos. I don't know what it is, but I might make this burrito casserole that Paula actually sent me the link for. That looks kind of good. Okay, there is that. Let me grab my knife here, and I'm going to cut off one of the ends here. I'm going to grab a serrated knife, see if that helps better. Okay, and remember I showed you the serrated knife last time, and I actually really love these knives. Okay, oh yes, this cuts very nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's, oh yes. And I am so sorry, I had pictures, and I think I posted some last time, but I don't know if they showed up on the site. We're working on it. I'm gonna try to get my husband to post some of these. Okay, let's see. Oh, Sue, how do these look? Everybody, tell me, do they look okay? I think they do. I'm gonna have to taste them. Ooh, they look so good. Okay. Well, there is the Mexican pinwheel, everybody. And I'm gonna actually post these recipes if anybody missed them. Okay. So there that is. Any questions so far? I did put 4 of them in there, Aunt Sue. I did put 4. Thank you, Paula. Okay, I've got another dip. And this one my family really, really loves. It is a it's a dill dip, and you can use it for veggies, chips. My mother-in-law and Tommy actually love it. They put it on like a piece of cheese, and then they wrap like ham or lunch meat around it, which I never would have thought of, but they started doing it and they love it. So I'm going to make the rest of those in just a few minutes. Use my hands here. Huh? I'm sorry, everybody. I thought my husband said something. Okay. Okay. Now, because this one is so popular in my house, and it goes so fast, I actually make a double recipe in, because you and your husband do not do onions, Paula. You can, not do the onions in this one. And I make it in a big Tupperware dish. Takes sour cream, mayonnaise, and I'm going to need to get another mayonnaise. Honey? And this recipe is very, very easy, let me tell you. Very easy. It calls for 2/3 cup of mayonnaise, 2/3 cups of sour cream, and I don't know who my husband's talking to, but and then it calls for chopped onion, and you can either use chopped onions or you can use the dried diced onions, like you get it, you know, the minced onions or the diced onions. It calls for parsley flakes. And a lot of times I'll use the fresh ones, but didn't have time to get out in the garden. Calls for accent, dillweed, and I actually a lot of times will use fresh, but like I said, I didn't have time to get out in the garden. And it calls for seasoned salt. So because I do, like I said, a double batch, instead of 2/3 cups, I use a 1.5 cups, which is actually a whole container almost of this. So I'm just going to put the whole container in because that's what it calls for. Thank goodness I have a sink I can wash things off with right there. And a 1.5 cups of the mayonnaise, which if you're only going to do a single thing, it's a 2/3 cup. I wonder who he's talking to. Didn't even hear the doorbell ring. Oh, yeah, but you know, Aunt Sue, I don't know what it is, but my belly's been kind of not wanting to deal with the hot lately. I don't know if it's... Don't tell Scott I said this, but I don't know if I'm getting old or what. But if you tell Scott I said that, he's going to come back with some comment, and I don't want Scott to think I'm getting older than him. Because if he thinks I'm getting older than him, then he's going to come up with some smart aleck comment, and then I'm going to have to torture him at some point in time, and that's not going to be too good of a thing, because I can't pull his hair anymore because he don't have any. Okay, there's a 1.5 cups of the mayonnaise. And actually, did Scott ever show you the the birthday card I sent him? Had a butt crack on it, huh? Okay, let's see here. Right now, you need a tablespoon of the minced onion, but remember I'm doing a double. So like last week, if I didn't remember, if anybody missed these, I love these. This is my tablespoon measuring, and it goes from a teaspoon all the way down to a tablespoon, and it has a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half, 2 teaspoons, and all the way down, and they slide into each spot. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons. So there's 1. Yes, I just I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Thank you. I just wanted to cut it so that everybody could see them. There's 1, and thank you for that, for telling everybody, because I didn't even think about telling them. There's 2, but like my Aunt Sue said, they do cut better and are so much easier and taste yummy when you put them in the refrigerator. There's 2 of the onions. You need 2 of the tablespoons of the parsley. And I want to thank everybody who has already placed an order for this party. And if you need a link to the party that closes today, please let me know and I will send you one. And if you have to book a party off of this, let me know and I will send you and tell you how to do that. We have some great specials for people who are booking parties off of these right now. For everybody who books a party off of this party and that party closes by the end of the month, you will right now you can receive up, if you have a show of $200, which is so easy to do in sales, you can get up to $70 worth of free product. Okay, now you need 2 teaspoons of the dill weed. And here's the dill weed. Like I said, a lot of times I will use fresh, but we have a whole herb garden in the back. We grow our own herbs and all that kind of stuff, and my husband is so good at gardening, but we do everything natural for the most part, and I can and do all that. I love it. So on here, on my handy dandy little measuring thing, is 2 teaspoons. There's the 2 teaspoons. Well, actually, we need 4. So there's the 4. And we need 2 teaspoons of the seasoning salt. So let me put the 2. There's the 2. And we need a half a teaspoon normally, but we need a full teaspoon of the accent. There we go. And that's all that is to this. You want to stir it. All right, guys, I'm going to take you over here with me really quick because I hear the oven beeping. And I want you to see these amazing things that are coming out of the oven. Are you ready? Okay. Let me put these back up. If you guys were to see my spice cupboard, you would be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This whole cupboard right here is full of spices. All right. Do you want to see my bread? Look. Doesn't that look amazing? Isn't that yummy looking? Oh my goodness. There goes one. I will show it to you in just a second as I put it on the rack here. Let me get them out. There's 1. And there is 2. And I There we go. Okay. Let me flip the bread real quick. Boom. And boom. And bring it over. What do you think of the bread? Oh, you can't hear me anymore? What's going on? Is anybody else having a problem? Okay, there is the bread. Now, I am not lifting this up because it is very, very hot. But can you see that is a spinach artichoke dip? Doesn't it look amazing? Now, you can serve it with tostada chips, pita chips, anything you want to serve it with, you can serve that with. That can be, I mean, up to you on what you want to serve. That's all in your I like the tostada chips. I like pita chips. I like the Frito scoops. I even, dry some bagels and make bagel chips. All right, this is the dip. Now, in order to get the flavors to come through on this, you really want to let this sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, sometimes even overnight if you can. Like make it the night before. And this is wonderful for family reunions, for date night with the family, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Okay. Now, honey, are you on a call? You know where the a pudding is? A vanilla pudding? A vanilla pudding. All right, guys, last but not least, I'm going to do a really quick and fun dessert that your kids would love, and then we'll be done. Thank you, darling. Okay, for this, you just need fruit, any kind of fruit that you want. I chose some mandarin oranges. I did some canned, they're sugar-free. I chose some fresh strawberries because we like those. Some bananas. I got a box of the sugar-free vanilla pudding. Some Cool Whip. I keep it frozen to use in this recipe. You're going to make a cake. I always do either a white or a yellow cake mix. Let me wash this bowl out really quick here to my mixer. This dessert is so fun. The kids, my husband, our grown kids love it. I made this for a get-together that we had with friends and neighbors, and it went so fast. And it's it's always being asked, can you make it? Can you make it? Can you make it? And I'm like, yep, I can do that. So let me hook this up. I love my mixer. My husband is the most wonderful man in the world. And this was my Christmas gift here. All right, you're going to want to take a whole container of Cool Whip. And put it in your mixer. Frozen, okay? That's one of the key words, frozen. A whole box of vanilla pudding. I mean, if you want to use banana or lemon, that's up to you. You can do that too. Put that in there. Anything to clean the kitchen after this, I'll give you a free product. Oh, Mutt says hi, Philip. He says hi. Now, I use a little bit of the heavy whipping cream. And as you all know, I am not good at measuring. So this is probably about a half a cup. And I use about a half a cup of skim milk. And my vanilla. And I only use real. So this is the Watkins Real vanilla. And I just add a little splash. Okay. Now I take my little whisk beater, whatever you want to call it. And I put it on. And it might help if I plugged it in. And I turn it on low. That doesn't really want to work that well right now, does it? Kind of being obstinate. Go down. Might help if I broke it up a little bit here. Now, as this goes on, you're going to want to add a little bit of, liquid to it. So a little bit of milk because it's going to be really thick. But in the end, you're going to want it kind of pudding thick. And I put it in a bowl like this. And since we're going to be putting that in the bottom of the bowl there, we're going to add a little bit more milk. You just do it to your discretion. And earlier, I made the cake. So here it is. And you cut it into bite-sized chunks. Because what you're going to do is you're going to layer this. And you're going to take your strawberries, wash them, of course. And I did that earlier. And this right here is our small mesh bowl strainer. I told you they come in 3 different sizes. And that's the small one. And then you want to take, if you're going to use strawberries, blueberries, anything like that, take them and I slice them in nice little slices. You're going to be layering your fruit. think that looks pretty good. So just and this actually makes a really pretty dish depending on, you know, what colors you want to use and stuff like that. I usually put like a blueberry in here too, but my husband's not a big blueberry fan. So I'm just going to use a couple different. Oh, thank you. So I'm just going to do the two. Okay, do that. Put this here like this. And all right, now, whoops. Okay. Push this up out of the way. Okay, now this is what that looks like afterward, and it's still on nice and really cold and it's kind of thick. So what you want to do is you're going to take a nice dollop of it like this, put it in the bottom of the bowl. Swirl it around. Then you want to take some of your cake and you are going to put it around. You don't really want great big huge chunky pieces of cake. You just want, you know, nice little pieces. And then you're going to take some fruit and just make it kind of pretty. And you can take your hands. I mean, like I said, I keep washing mine in between if you guys are wondering. And since it's and you can do as much fruit or as little fruit. You can do any kind of fruit you want. And then you're going to take more of this pudding mixture and you're just going to keep layering it. Just layer upon layer is all you do. And then when it's all done, you have a very yummy, absolutely amazing, yummy. And it's really not that unhealthy of a dessert. And the kids love it, adults love it, and I can almost guarantee that it will be one of the first things to go at a get-together. And it will look like you spent hours on it. And when you get all done, you can top it with like bananas and cherries and, you know, more whipped cream or, you know, whatever you want to top it with. There, you know, the possibilities are endless with something like this. I've done it with pineapple and all kinds of stuff. Pineapple, blueberries, bananas. I mean, there's just no end to what you can do with things like this. So just You know, I mean, use your imagination and be amazed. And a little bit more. Do a little bit more. This, like I said, this dessert is absolutely amazing. And what's fun is, you know what? You can even put like a fruit cocktail on top of this and pretty it up. That would be gorgeous. Let's see here. I think. All right, do I have any questions about anything that was made today, or is there any suggestions on what anybody would like me to make or do, or? No? Okay. Hey, let me see here what I know I have. There we go. Let me do this. I guess I didn't get any takers on cleaning the kitchen, huh? Alrighty, well, let's see here. All right, here is the finished, well, here's the finished product. Looks really good. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. And if you have any questions, any at all, please let me know. And I thank you all for joining my show today. So if you want to come and, see anything being cooked, see anything at all, just let me know and send me suggestions on my page. And I will cook it for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining, and come back and see. All right. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.